Hi folks, welcome to another edition of Angry TV with me, Angry Bitten off the Twitter, which is here, I think, or here, I can never remember, I think it's there. Anyway, right, it's probably about time I unboxed something that I've had in my collection for a little while and still remains in the packaging. Just been busy and bought a new van, as lots of you have seen, and just haven't had time to get around to doing this one. So it really is about time this came out of the box, even though it's like well out of date now. So, just before Christmas, I managed to get hold of one of these. The G-Shock Bamford, the DW-6900, something, which I'll tell you in a bit and I'll put down here. Anyway, so it was obviously a limited edition watch that people went absolutely mad for. My favourites, the scalpers, went out and bought them in their hundreds and then put them on eBay for 500 quid. And to be honest, I wasn't that bothered. I was kind of like, it's nice, but I'm just not that bothered. I've missed it and whatever. But anyway, they restocked them. And not only did they restock them for a bit, they restocked signed ones. So all of the scammers who went out and bought one of these didn't get a signed one, and they are now worth nothing. Anyway, so I managed to bag one of these, one of the signed ones, which is pretty neat. I mean, obviously that's, you know, as limited editions go, which is what this channel has now become. Having something that's signed by the bloke that signed it off is quite cool. So signature of George Bamford on there, nice. So anyway, the watch itself, let's get into the box and have a look. It's proper. Look at the packaging. I mean, look at that, as opposed to the shit tin that we get all the time. This is nice. This thought's gone into this, and that's not even the best bit. So I'm going to pull the sleeve off carefully. It's a bit tight. Ooh, really tight. And obviously we have the 6900 outline on the box there. But the cool bit is this. Look how it opens. Look at that! That is amazing. How cool is that? Awesome, love it. So anyway, for those of you that don't know about Bamford, I wasn't really that aware of them, or I thought I wasn't, but years ago when I was walking around some posh shop in London off Old Bond Street, there's a little arcade place, and they've got like little boutiques inside, and there's lots of like cool little antique shops, and one of them was the Bamford Watch Department, and it was all very funky and very cool, and from what I could see it was kind of like high-end customised Rolexes. So they'd obviously put like a DLC coating on them, give them some blue highlights, and they were really neat and very, very expensive. So that's kind of where Bamford came from. They've kind of made their name in customising high-end watches for people, and if you go on their website you can spend hours and thousands of pounds customising a selection of watches to your desire. So obviously this blue is their signature blue, and for me, this is a limited edition watch that actually makes sense. Okay, it's a collaboration with a high-end watch brand, and to me, that makes this quite desirable. It just kind of works. That G-Shock have this habit of tying up with people that it just doesn't kind of make any sense. Some obscure clothes shop in Japan. I mean, it just doesn't really make sense. But to tie up with like a high-end watch brand, that makes sense to me. Bit like, if you like, Swatch and the Moon Swatch, where they've obviously signed up with Omega to produce some watches that you still can't buy even if you wanted one. But this is a collaboration to me that makes sense. So anyway, here we go. This is the watch itself, the 6900. We have blue accents on the dial. We have three stupid little dials that don't really do anything there. And on the rear, we have this lovely baby blue colour, which is really rather nice. Don't think this camera's going to quite do it justice, if I'm honest. You obviously have a negative display on there, which is impossible to read, or at least under this bright light that I've got above the camera. And I think it just has some pretty basic functions like, yeah, alarm, timer, stopwatch, and that's pretty much it. Let's have a look at the light. Okay, so we kind of have you're never going to see this on the camera again because it's the wrong time of day, but we have a, no, that's not going to work. No, I'm going to have to reshoot this. I have to do some B-roll and show you what the light looks like. But it is a really nice looking watch. You also have the Bamford logo on the keeper there. So it's just lots of nice little touches on that. And it's a really smart looking piece. So let's whip it on. So again, this is like another rough and ready G-Shock video. Okay, and that's what it looks like on. Now I obviously haven't worn this, and it's been in the house for 3 months probably, so it's actually quite nice to get it on the wrist today and see what it actually looks like. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Now when I got it out originally, I actually felt that it feels like, it does feel premium. Now that's probably just the marketing getting in my head, but the band feels really nice. It feels really smooth. It's kind of got, it feels very, it's got a really nice kind of like tactile feel to it. It's quite hard to explain. Lots of G-Shock watches are really plasticky and really nasty and really cheap, and when you get one that isn't, it's quite noticeable. And this is one of those that kind of isn't. It's just nice. It feels well finished, and I guess that kind of reflects the Bamford brand. It's all about high-end customised watches. Now we all know, you know as well as I do, it's been produced in a factory somewhere and it's not that special at all, but it feels nice. But then this is my first 6900, so perhaps they're all like that, but it kind of just feels nice. And even look from a distance, I just thought we sort of focusing on my face camera, that'd be good, but you can see there's lots of little kind of like blue accents and blue touches, and it just comes together really nicely. And I think that's very much what Bamford is about. It's about making subtle changes to watches that just make them a little bit interesting, a little bit different. And yeah, that is a really lovely piece, you know. Now the only trouble is with that now is because it's a signed edition, I can't really wear it, can I? Bugger. So anyway, that is the Bamford DW-6900, a long overdue review, and I'm sure there's thousands of these and I've missed the boat now, but yeah, it's cool. If you can grab one, try and grab one, but grab a signed one and don't pay over the odds for it. I think I paid, I don't even know, I'm going to put it down here what I paid, because I'll have to look it up, but it wasn't dear. But I've got a signed one now, and that's cool, and I like it, and it's going to go in the cupboard now with all the rest of them. There you go. It's a very nice thing indeed, and the colour is just lovely. It's like a baby blue colour, but it doesn't really do it justice, that. Yeah, very nice. The buttons are obviously blacked out, they haven't been left silver. So again, it's a bit like the Mario DW. You can tell a lot of thought's gone into this watch. A lot of thought's gone into signing it off and going, yeah, that needs to be this way and that needs to be this way. And it's a criticism. The screws here are still silver, and really, given the overall aesthetic of the watch, they could probably be black. But that's a minor observation from me. Yeah. Cool watch that. So anyway, there you go. So I've kind of got a high-end G-Shock from a high-end company in my collection, and that makes me very happy. So yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel somewhere, and there will be more G-Shocks G-Shock reviews coming. As you've already seen, 2023 looks to be quite a cool year for G-Shocks. They're going to actually do some interesting stuff. So I'm going to try and pick up a few of those, and we'll get some more reviews done. But in the meantime, lots of stuff coming. I'm going to do a state of the collection, that kind of thing, and obviously lots more van videos coming as well for Volkswagen Loonies. Anyway, thanks for watching again, and I will see you next time.